Cancer, welcome to your Sunday Shuffle. Like always, these are general collective readings, not one-to-one private, which is to say they may or may not resonate. So take what resonates, leave what does not. What's going on, please, for Cancer? Show me that Cancerian collective, please. Show me that Cancerian collective. What's going on for Cancer? What's going on for Cancer, please? Right. The world. Oh, my, okay. All right. Yes, boo-boo, yes. You're coming into your own. I was about to say, oh, man, Pisces was really to the point, made perfect sense, and they showed me double worlds, and they had some serious stuff going on. So and I promise you, I shuffle these many times in between readings. Point is, if you have Pisces in your chart, possibly check those out. Regardless if you're opening or closing, I just know the results of such are that you are coming into your own in a very real way. So regardless if you're opening, closing, it's right for you. That's all I know. The Queen of Wands and the Hierophant say so. You look great. You look rejuvenated, alive, but with a strong sense of self attached to you. So that's beautiful. Let's do it. Let's talk about it. It might be growing pains. We'll see that. But let me tell you, these things happen because they're meant for our greatest good. So whether you choose to open or close, I just know that it's correct. All right? That doesn't mean these things are easy or that we should take them for granted. Mind you, there's a lot I'm not saying, okay? But I like this. Let's see that world, please. Show me the world. Show me the world. Oh. Justice. Okay. Let's see that world, please. As I say, I saw the Hierophant on the split with Temperance as well. My goodness gracious. Oh my goodness. Even the splits are indicative. Okay. Show me that world, please. Are we opening off? Or opening off. I meant to say closing off, opening up. I apologize. It is towards the end of the day. We are tired. And for some reason, I'm doing this the day before Thanksgiving. I have a house full of family members downstairs. I'm insane. Hi, my name's Christina. Welcome to the channel. I'm a little different. Okay. You have found it. This is a judgment that's attached to you in some way. So it's not easy. It's not easy. Here's why it's really not easy. They're saying it's your choice. You can go in either direction. You can either perpetuate a cycle that you know is a hardship and that you will only get so much from it, but that's your choice. Or you can show the same amount and exert the same level of energy towards opening up towards something new and possibly be good for you. You actually literally, and this is true for most cycles, you have a choice. Open, close, perpetuate. And they're saying you have any and all those options attached to you. It's rather sizable. You're at some sort of crossroads, honey, spiritual or otherwise. So you can keep something going, and you already know what to expect from it. And you can show it renewed energy over and over again. And many of you have already shown this cycle, the world, judgment call, a renewed sense of effort to keep trying. They said you've done it often, and it was your choice. But you know what to expect from it now. You've done it often enough. Some kind of cycle, honey, that keeps going. You keep choosing to renew it, despite the hardship attached to it. But it has been a choice, and it's one that you've taken. Okay? You always had hope for it. That's why you kept doing it. And now the time is upon you once more to kind of declare your intentions for that world, whatever it is to you. You can close it off and therefore open something else. Whatever it is you decide, it looks like you make a decision that's correct for you. Okay? But any and all those things are at your disposal. Tarot doesn't dictate anything you do. Okay? All I can do is give you an energetic idea of what maybe you're up to. Proposed outcomes. And sometimes I get to see the stuff that happens in between. But they do know this. I do know this, and so do you. Whatever it is you chose to perpetuate over and over again, you still can. And you can still hope for the best. Ace of Wands. But you know it will still be an ongoing burden. Okay? Or you can close it out and generate new material, whatever that is to you. Let's see that Queen of Wands, please. Let's see that. I'm sorry it's so vague, but so too is that. Okay. But so too must you go on. Let's see that Queen of Wands, please. Let's see that Queen of Wands. Decisions must be made. They must be made. Let's see that Queen of Wands, please. Let's see that Queen of Wands. Let's see that Queen of Wands. Let's see where you're kind of leaning towards. Let's see that Queen of Wands, please. Seven of Cups, the Tower, the Emperor. You don't have to renew this. You don't have to do this, honey. You don't have to renew this. You still haven't made up your mind. So this is weighing on you heavily now. So not quick answer. You do know this. Whatever it is you choose, you want it to be the most empowered form of choice. That's what you do know. What is the best representation of me? My, you're taking this very, very seriously. Oh, we are at a crossroads, eh? Sometimes it's like that. How long it takes to cross said crossroads, that's different for everybody. But it's hitting you hard now, and I don't know why. Is there something about the holidays that puts you into this reflective state? Because I can see that you've been doing this. Okay, here's to... Oh, New Year's? For some of you it's December is a marker for you. Others of you, January. It's kind of a perpetual marker of what you've had in play. You come across it again at that same point in the year where you think about it. Do I want to do this again for another year? And you're like, yeah, I guess so. But the enthusiasm is real. You really do try. With good grace, dignity, and a sense of optimism and hope. That is also the Ace of Wands. That you'll have renewed natural energy for this again. But it always comes back to a Ten of Wands. And you've done it many times. But with goodwill. What you want, ultimately, not only do you want to make a decision of empowerment, you also want the confidence to back it up. You're showing me such interesting parts of yourself today, honey. It's very interesting. It's very in-depth. I would wish I had more time for this one. I do. There's a confidence in knowing what you could always choose because you've done it before. But you're saying, Christina, that empowered side of me, to be empowered, I'd have to make a different choice, a radical one. I don't know if I can do it, but a part of me thinks I can. Because you have that confidence. I see it right here. I have that confidence. I can keep doing what I've done. I know what it is. I know what it is. I know what it entails. I know what the responsibilities are. But low-key, I know it's not going to change. I keep it renewed kind of out of goodwill, kind of like a joke to myself. Ha ha ha, another year. I can do it another year. Ha ha ha. It'll be better, but you do it so lightly. With a certain sense of optimism that I do admire. But it runs much deeper than that, doesn't it? And you said my more empowered self would like to make a radical decision, any choice other than what I've done before. Oh, wow. What are you going to do, honey? What are you going to do? This is not that old conflict between turkey or ham for Christmas dinner. No. This is something else. Your decision involves someone else. But you keep thinking, and I agree with this, you have to do what's right for you. But it will affect others. And you know that. That's one of the things that weighs on you. So it's just been easier to renew this, right? Whatever it is. I don't know what it is. I don't presume to. It's kind of admirable the way you've kind of treated it year after year. Maybe this will be the year it gets better. You're at that crossroads again, my friend. Let's see that Hierophant, please. Let's see what Mr. Grumpy Pants, I lovingly call him that. It's affectionate. It's because I've been working with that energy for years. Trust me, he's called Mr. Grumpy Pants for a reason. Okay. It's done in goodwill. The Emperor has a very similar nickname. I think I just call him Mr. Grumpy. They're not that far apart. They're really not. It's just the Emperor tends to be more blunt, and the Hierophant is just as equally determined to have his way, except it's softer. So it's kind of misgiving, right? Let's see that Hierophant, please. Show me that Hierophant. So I know you definitely have some higher aspects to you in terms of strong corners to your personality. You want things to be right. You want things to be just so, but you want them to be correct. But also, you want to feel good about your choices. And the thing is, you haven't felt good about this in a long time. But to choose anything else would be radically different, Christina, and I don't know if I can do it. Oh, but a part of you deigns to. Part of you desires to. To be so empowered, to be so bold. Not for this situation, for you. To do what it is you need to do. Queen of Swords, Knight of Swords, Nine of Wands. You're resisting the decision. It's your decision. You're resisting it. I would say you're not ready to make the decision. Never mind act on it, but I'd be lying. And I'll tell you why. That Hierophant is authorizing the action. That means he wants to do it. But the real part of you, the part of that's used to cycling, the part of you that's used to putting up the same fight, keeps kicking in, possibly out of habit. I have the feeling that your Hierophant, your commitment self, your higher self, has authorized the same cycle over and over again. That you choosing anything different is really hard for you to abide by. But you do want to choose differently. You do want to take action. You do. You want to make other choices. But you're resisting it. And I think it's out of habit. That's what you've shown me continuously with this cycle, and whatever the hell it represents to you is a habit of keeping it going. Not that you necessarily want it. But you're also saying to do anything else would be alien to you. But your Hierophant is indeed authorizing determination and action. And then you kind of stop yourself, say, no, no, no. I can't head off in that direction. I keep coming back to this because this is by far the most curious piece. You equate radical choice making as indeed being radical, but also empowerment. I wish I could do that. You can. And you are. You see it as probably being mad at yourself because you can't make change, or you're afraid to make change, or you wouldn't even know what your life looked like if you stopped engaging in this cycle. Well, you're not going to know until you allow yourself to find out. And that's what kills me, man. Looking at this energy, the Hierophant would love to find out. He's even authorizing change, movement, action. And then you're like, wait a minute, not so fast, not so fast, not so fast. You're not going to get this cleared up overnight. But it's here. You don't give yourself very much credit, do you? If you've had to use this much strength to renew a not great cycle, but one that you could live with, imagine, and you do that for like a whole year or whatever it is, if you took that same level of strength, the ability to just deal with it again and put it towards an avenue of choice that you might actually like, what would that be like? You have such strong aspects to your personality, and you don't seem to give yourself any credit for it at all. It's like, man, I wish I could be that emperor that made those kind of radical decisions. That's in you. Otherwise, I wouldn't be saying it. You know, I wish my higher self, the Hierophant, would give me permission to do the things. He is, but you're denying it. So this may not be your year for whatever this is. This may not be your year. It's going to come up again and again and again. And I'm guessing you're getting a little more comfortable with stopping the cycle a little more every year. That would be my best guess without putting more work into this. Who knows? In a year from now, that Hierophant might be authorizing even more action. That Emperor might be getting a little bit more comfortable with making a radical choice. They're just telling me that you've been through this before and you know what to expect, and you can keep doing it. Or you could make change. I wonder what's on the other side of that change. And by all means, I say you can keep doing what you've been doing, but is that what you really want? Oh. Vivid dreams, secret admirer, North Node, cosmic purpose. North Node. Some of you, Cancer is your North Node, and it's simply confirmation. But wanting to know your purpose. You have vivid dreams that relate to something outside of this. Secret admirer. Is there another element in here I'm not seeing today? What is my purpose? Is it to be in this? To stay in this? Or am I meant, why do I have dreams otherwise? Why do I feel like I'm destined for something else or something more? You won't know until you engage more with the other side of that cycle. A secret admirer, though. I feel like you're trying to sneak something past me again. Huh. Like always, I wish I had more time with yours. You're not the only one. Libra pushes me sometimes. Taurus does too. It's not a new friend. Whoever that secret admirer is, they're not new. I don't see them in here today. They're part of the connectivity bridge that is oracles. It either makes sense to you or it doesn't, but they are not a new friend. We know that person. Yes, indeed. Some of you have vivid dreams of this person. Or, if it's not a person, there's a concept in here that feels like you're part of something so much more, and all you do is question about it, you dream about it, and you feel about it, but you're not necessarily certain that you can step into it, which means you have to step out of this. Okay? Ooh, I hate it when they're like this, but yeah, no, it may not be this year, babe. It may not be this year. Maybe next year is your year. Maybe the year after that, but not too much longer. Not too much longer. For now, I believe you will be choosing this cycle for another year. You've done it before and you're leaning towards it. Even your Hierophant says, I'd like to start taking action in a different direction. I see you resisting out of habit. Even you are defying your higher self, and that's interesting. Does it come back down to that fear of radical change? Success, pride, the one who wears the crown. You have that power in you, but we're afraid of change. The gazelle's in reverse. Change, purity. You don't know that you necessarily trust the reasons why you want to change. You don't know if your intentions are pure. So right now we're not choosing to change, but you do have those aspects within you. You do. I saw them, plain as day. The ruler. Okay, you show me that, but we haven't stepped into the change, not yet. The peacock. Why did I hesitate on that? It's pregnancy. Take that with a grain of salt. It's the idea's fruition, wealth. As we have the grand display that is the peacock. Admire me. Look at my wealth. the wealth of my colors, the vitality, what it all means, take it all in, you know, it represents a certain level of status here. See me, see me, see me, see me. Is that who it is? You want them to see you, I think. And the peacock simply for some of you is confirmation. I don't know why. Okay. We'll just call it another year, shall we? After that. Okay. That just hit me funny because of the initials. They are CRS. Obviously, I'm not going to disclose what that means, but yeah, CRS. Literally the letters, excuse me. And then also here we have the medallion of Libra, but it was in reverse. This situation's no longer charming. It's no longer engaging. It no longer has the balance that it once did. It's interesting that came out specifically the way it did. It's different. And here we have the turning of the leaves. Yeah, now, autumn. I say the cycle's upon you now. And some of you might really strongly abide by that sense of end of year as the end of the year becomes more meaningful to you. And as we enter a new year, some of you fall. It just hits you. It hits you hard. In that time of cycles, you know. Wow. I hope this helped. But we'll call it another year for now. And if you're inclined, put in the comments. But I do hope this helped. Take care. Be well.